Backyard Ufologist. I'm doing a broadcast here to test my new encoder that I finally got working. As you know, Google Hangouts is going to be leaving YouTube on August 1st, and it's going to be no more. So I am streaming straight through YouTube with the OBS encoder. And it's got some cool features on it. I haven't learned yet, but I know how to put the camera up and show some stuff. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And show me the light. Christian and Anthony, they have some really cool video. They went into a cemetery and they caught a ghost, and you got to see it. So check them out, all right? That is Show Me the Light, Christian and Anthony, okay? Okay, this was in Connecticut at one of the old mental hospitals that's closed down. It was really cold. We got permission to go there, but we could not go in. It was all locked up, buttoned up really tight. But if you'll see this, this is some kind of, see the nose here? It's some kind of bull. See the horns right here? And this place is very haunted. It's got some nasty spirits there, and now we're thinking this may have been a demon. Now, this was back in 2007, 2008, a long time ago. So, but you can see it clearly right there. And this was at an old cemetery. And I tell you what, I had a camera. And they didn't have cameras that really hooked up to the internet through USB back then. They had this one that a friend gave me, and I think I had to put it on a card and then buy the adapter and upload it to the computer. But nevertheless, check this out. It's a really old cemetery in Connecticut, and you can see right here is my cassette tape deck I put on the tombstone, and I sat down because I was really tired, and I said I'm going to take a picture, and I took one picture and check all of this out that I caught. Now I don't know what this is, but you can see something coming out of the grave, and if you'll look right here, these are little skull heads. They're all like stacked on one another, and I don't know what this is. Tell me what you think this may be. Because we've always talked about it and tried to, you know, figure out what it might be. But those are skull heads right there. You can see that very, very clearly. I'll try to darken it a little bit. That's all I ever do is mess with the brightness and the contrast. You see right there? You can see that those right there are little heads. Little skull heads, and I don't know exactly what this is. It's some kind of face, and there's a face in this. This is all plasma coming up out of the grave right there. Isn't that weird stuff right there? Isn't that crazy? Yes, it is. So I did want to show that. Just a couple that I was not able to show last Saturday. And this is like, we used to call these cemetery lights, and this is Connecticut. This was in the winter time right here, and you can tell we were tracking around a little bit in the cemetery. All the tombstones there, you can see. Let me see, I don't know if I've even edited this one or not. It's a long time ago. Yeah, you can see there's a couple of orbs there and here and here. And this is another investigator right here. I know that. Yeah, and you can even see his tracks right there. But right here, here's your cemetery light. We call that cemetery light. But that's an orb. I wanted to show that. So, do you like the encoder? It's working, huh? The chat working? Yeah, it kind of gives me the time and how many people is watching, and it's really cool. We're kind of growing here. Feel like I'm growing. Okay, check this one out. How do you like this one? These are spirit dogs. Now, do you believe your dog goes to heaven and you believe it's a rainbow bridge? Well, there it is right there. You got a dog here, dog here, dog here. These are all in spirit. Isn't that something? sir. Okay, this is in my house. Same place. Just a long time ago. I tell you, this has been going on for a long time here. I should have started earlier with my channel. But you can see there is a dog face right here. See the snout, the nose, the eyes. There's your doggy right there. And my doggy was alive back then. We sure do miss her. We had her 19 years. And yeah, she was hanging in there. And she had to go. But we sure do miss her. But there was a lot of stuff that went on that she knew about too, because she was right there with me. She sure was. We went through a lot with our health, both of us. And I can't really tell about this one. You know, I really haven't looked at these real closely, and I've had them for years. I used to catch these all the time. Didn't think much about it. Oh, went too far. There's my precious girl. She's been gone about 2 years now, 3 years. We sure do miss her. She was a sweetheart. There she is going in the room. This is when the TV was in the living room. This is a long time ago. This is when we first bought the house, around 2006. Yeah. Here's another one. It's got the little, I'll say that looks like a dog right there. Maybe. What do you think it is? And here's another one. This was in the bedroom when the bed was against this wall. Some big orbs. This is a couple of friends. This guy here is gone. This guy right here is gone. I can't see who this is, but this guy's our president, and this is one of my best friends right here. He had this blue orb that followed him around for a long time, even at his house. And this is like 30 miles from his house. And I kept taking his picture and catching this by him. He had a really good friend that had just passed away. I didn't know him. And I think this was some of his energy that was still around my bud. Now this is my front porch. Now we're getting out where all the trees used to be. We had to cut down some of these trees because they fell during storms and stuff. It's not as treey as it used to be. But they'd get up under the porch with me here when it would rain. It was wild. And all of these trees right here are gone. Right here. This one had grown all the way over to, these are some old pictures right here. I still had I had a trailer back then. Yeah, this is 2000, gosh, it could be 2004. But anyway, there's your orb right there. They were out there and then I didn't even know it. Right there. All kind of little energy things here. Yeah, there's one on the eve of the house. I never even saw that one. How about that? See, I'm catching these things when I'm showing to you. How about that? Pretty cool, huh? Just testing the encoder tonight. Okay, this was at a cemetery. I think it's called North Parker. It's in Killingworth, Connecticut. It's closed. And it's all old graves. I mean, from the Revolutionary War. We're talking about 1600s, 1700s. And I got a big story about this. This is one of my first EVPs that I got. I did a little talking saying, oh, I'm doing a scientific study on the afterlife and paranormal and ghosts and stuff. If you'd like to say something. When I went home and I listened to it, it said, don't go. They didn't want me to leave. A big story about that, but I won't bore you with it. But anyway, I heard somebody walking, And as you can see, I was the only one in the cemetery. And what we were doing was spending like 5 to 15 minutes in a piece and seeing what we would catch. So I went way back in the back and I put my cassette player on the tombstone, and I saw this one tombstone and started talking to the guy. He was in the Revolutionary War. And I told him I appreciated his service, and I went on all of that. And then I heard somebody walking. I thought somebody was coming saying, well, it's my turn to do it. I knew I didn't see anybody, but I heard footsteps. So I got up and I turned around. When I got up to turn around, that's when the EVP happened. He said, don't go. But anyway, I'll play that for you. I don't have it with me right now, but I do have it. I've played it, I think, in one other video before. But nevertheless, I took the camera that I had, that old camera, and I just flashed it one time, and that's what I caught. It's these two right here. So I heard something, and that's what I caught. I've got some more pictures of these too. I'll show you later as we go along with the channel. And this is at one of the mental hospitals that was closed. And this was another one. And I don't know what these are. This is some kind of plasma with orbs right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it was a staircase, and it's very old, and we heard a lot of noise, and we took a couple of pictures. Another guy was scared to death, and he kind of scared me. We got out of there. We were a little bit younger then, but we got out of there. There was something going on, and as you can see, we caught some orbs and some kind of plasma. Okay, it went back to that. Yeah, that's this other one I showed you. Is that all of them? I believe that might be all of them. Yeah. Let me just make sure. The last one. Yeah, that was it. But anyway, okay. Now we bring this up. I gotta learn how to do this without doing all of this stuff. I just got in from the gym. I was thinking about this encoder and see if it worked. I wanted to try to work it again, and I did. I was able to do it. This is pretty cool. So I think this is going to work. It's going to be better than Hangouts, I guess. There's all kind of different things you can do. You know, when somebody subscribes, it can say your name, so-and-so subscribed, or so-and-so donated this much money. You know, I don't want to get too commercial on this. You know, I wanted to bring you this really cool pictures, you know, and if you can make a donation, that's cool. If you can't, I understand. I just want to bring this stuff to you. Wait, look at this. Yeah, I want to show you this one more time. Gosh, it was so cool. I can find it. It's this one right here. Yeah. But I caught this in the backyard, of course, and people were saying, what a great catch, and it was. You can see right there. There's your extraterrestrial in an orb. Isn't that cool? And even look at this one right here. You can see the big eyes right there and the big head, the gray head. Has a little color to it. I don't know what this is right here. Looks like an upside down city is what I called it. But isn't that cool? And there's one behind, beneath it here. You got one just sitting there, standing, looking, and smiling. Right there. There's your extraterrestrial. These are Merkabas, tetrahedrons. This is what they used to travel in. It was indeed. So I'm glad that I was able to show you that, and I'm glad I got the encoder to work. And the chat is working. You can say hello. And we got some big plans for this encoder. Finally got it to work. And hello, Kathy Ashley. Greetings from Orlando, Florida. Oh, I wished I was there. I heard they had something wrong with the water. They had some kind of sea lice. Is that true? I mean, I heard it on the news, and I said, those poor people, you know, weren't able to get into the water, you know, in the summertime. And there were a bunch of sharks on the North Carolina, Cape Cod, I believe, somewhere around there, Cape Fear, I believe it is. I don't know, but they had a lot. They were up on the beach. Man, what is going on? But glad to have you, Kathy. I appreciate it. And I'm just testing my encoder out. I'll be doing a live broadcast Saturday, as usually when I do it, Saturday morning, between 10 and 1 Eastern Time. I've got lots more stuff to show you. Looks like the output, the health of my stream is not too good. So I don't understand that. You know, it's not a Saturday night for sure. But don't have many people watching. I know it's kind of late. And my friends in the UK, it's about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning there. We keep wanting to hook up and do a live broadcast together. But the time difference is like, you know, it's 6 hours. So, but anyway, we're going to keep on trying. But this has all kind of little features on it, and I'm looking forward to using it and having lots of fun with it and growing our channel. That's for sure. Looks like the health's better now. You know, I've already been here 20 minutes. Wow, it goes by really fast, doesn't it? Yeah, it really does. I wish I could show you some more pictures. I have hundreds and hundreds of pictures, and that's for sure. Gosh, is it this one? I hope this one was, yeah, this was when I was younger, and this was in the bedroom downstairs, and I had a old, I guess it was an old iPhone, one of the very first ones that came out, and the flash did not work, and I held it up and took a picture of myself. Now look at this, what I caught right here. Can you see, or are you seeing this? I don't know if you're seeing it or not. I have to, I've got a monitor here. Oh, I have to move this out of the way. See, he says I can do something like make scenes. I haven't learned how to do that yet. I need an engineer is what I need. Okay. There we go. Now you can see it, I'm sure. All right, this is me without my beard, I think, without my goatee. Now it's a lot fatter. But look at this. I don't know what this is. It looks like it's something looking up at me, like one of those insectoids. And I don't know what this is right here, but if you'll look right here, it looks like a big castle. And my wife knows all about this because I've dreamed of castles. And it has the blue like Walt Disney Castle does, but it's not that castle, but it has that blue and silver on it, and I could see it from the street. Now you remember, you know, like on the movies, Batman, Gotham, you know how the city is, and it's kind of stacked up on everything, and big statues and things. Well, that's what this castle looked like. It was stacked up, and it took up like a whole block, and then it would go up another level, and then up another level, and had these big blue tops on it, you know, the castle tops, that looked like little rockets, you know. But yeah, and I remember in my dream I was looking out of something. I don't know if it was a ship or some kind of land bus or something. I go, and they pointed at it and said, look, and I turned around and I looked at it and I go, wow, pretty. And then I got out, and there were some kind of tracks, and I was waiting to catch something to go there. And I think I woke up, but I've dreamed of that a couple of times, and that's what it looked like right here. It's like the castle. You know, they showed something on the moon. I don't know if it's real or not, but it kind of looked like that castle that you see that they have on the moon. And there's stuff right in here I couldn't really make out. And then right here is a big face of an extraterrestrial. See the two eyes right here, and the skull and the mouth. Here's the nose. Yeah, I mean, this has been going on for years, you know, and I'm just now starting to share it with everybody. Now, this is something, I don't know, it's a dude, guardian angel, ascended master, but you can see right here, he's got long hair, got a mustache, smile. Here's his eyes, nose, right there. Just with the camera, with no flash. That's what I call it. It's an IR camera too, so that's why. We have all of these things around us that we cannot see. The visual spectrum, our spectrum of vision. I'm kind of tired, sorry. You know, we can't see a lot, so it's there. Isn't that pretty cool? Isn't that cool? What is that you say there, Kathy? Let me see what she's saying here. Kathy? Yeah, well, I see a lot of beings too. You know, and just like I showed you, I mean, I've got a lot of those. And if you could see some of my past videos and subscribe, like, and comment, and share, I sure would appreciate it. And you can see what I have been catching, which is really cool. This is some of the old stuff that I haven't even really shared with some of the guys. I told them on some of my old investigations. Now, here is a fairy, one of the very first ones we caught here, right here. And let me close that out. But that was some of the paranormal stuff that I caught. And just to kind of recap, this is a little ship that keeps coming around. It's a chevron kind of ship. It was really high in the sky above the trees. There's one of the limbs of the tree there, and it goes around there. It has kind of the yin-yang right there. But, yeah, see these orbs? See these ships right here? This is a transparent ship. This is one that I caught. I've caught a couple of them, and you can even see the portholes in one of them. Like I said, maybe we are the giants, you know? It could be. You know, all kind of entities, like this is a dog or one of the feline beings, got a Jacob's ladder right there. All kind of different stuff that we have here. Oh yeah, and even on this one right here, there's another ship up there. Right here is an extraterrestrial that we caught. And you can see it right there, as pretty as you please. And his hands right here, his arms coming down, his hands. And there's something right here also, like another little dude right here. But you can see this guy right here. There's his eyes right here, his nose, his mouth. This is his head, his shoulders, his arms come down. Here's his fingers, you can see right there. And all kind of energy around it. And really cool stuff. You can see my last video I did Saturday, and which was the 29th, if you want to see all of these pictures. Actually, this is just a test of the, what you call it, the encoder that I'll be using from now on, since Hangouts is going to be leaving. I don't know why they're doing away with that. I mean, it works great, you know, and but that's what they wanted to do. I think the veil has always been really thin. It's just we haven't really looked at it, but you're absolutely right. It is thin. And I think that if you ever heard of James Gillian at ECETI Ranch, I don't know if you have or not, that's ECETI Ranch. I do a clearing like he told me to do. Sometimes I've been doing this for years now here. And I do a clearing. I use 1 John 4:1-4. And I make sure all the malevolent entities are gone, all of the demons, all of the nasty ones, and the Christ conscience ascended masters come down with unconditional love and forgiveness, and they take them to their perfect place. And it works really well. And of course, you got Orb Whisper, Paul V. Little, you got Mystic ALC, you got Stephen Criddle at Proper Paranormal, Orbs Realm, Brendan in the UK. All of these guys are catching some of the same things I am. Some of it's a little bit different, but all kind of entities and orbs and what's in them. These are travelers, and we're catching them, and we're bringing them to you. So I hope that you will subscribe, like, comment, share, and if you like what we're doing here, maybe consider making a donation, because we can't really make any money until we get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of viewing time. So that's 60,000 minutes, I believe, correct? Yeah. But anyway, we're trying, and we're going to keep on doing it, and we do appreciate everything. Yeah, you know East Eddy Ranch, yeah. I was supposed to go this year, but things happen, you know. It's the way it goes. Life keeps happening. I told James I'd try to get up there this year, maybe next year now. So I got to make some money. You know, I'm a homeowner. I'm broke. No, I had to buy a car this year, and my other one kaput, and I had some dental work done, and it wasn't cheap. A couple of implants, and you know how that is. And I did have insurance too, but still, that's just the way it goes. I'm not going to sit here and cry to you, but I wasn't able to go to East Eddy Ranch, which really sucks. But it's a long way from me. It's on the other side of the country. But I was going to go and stay a while, you know, and really do some good work and maybe some broadcasts from there. And, well, anyway, you know, like one of the masters told me, he said, Dave, it'll happen when it's time. And I like that. So it'll happen when it's time. Kathy, Ashley, I appreciate you coming and participating on this test of the encoder. And I hope you will subscribe and come back Saturday when I do my regular broadcast, all fresh, have some really good pictures all ready to go, and we'll do that. 30 minutes has already passed. But this thing seems to be working okay. I sure do appreciate everybody. And comment and like. Appreciate it, okay? Everybody have a nice night, and thanks for helping me out with my test on the OBS encoder, since Hangouts, Google Hangouts is leaving August 1st. We got something that will still bring you all the good stuff to you, okay? Have a good night, everybody. See you this weekend. Bye-bye.